Hey, Shalom, guys. All praises to YAHUAH, the Elohim of Yasharel. Um, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of lies going on, y'all. I was going to get to the rest of that test of inversion, like all them screenshots that sister's using Google from. I'm going to get to that, but YAHUAH has redirected me because he's always a step ahead of her. I'm telling y'all, he ain't playing. He is a step ahead of her. And he's showing me this. Because this test of inversion spoken about in Isaiah 29 that I didn't even know about until I came across Test of Yah. I knew all about Isaiah 29 and 34. But I didn't put it together that there's this test of inversion. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. There's going to be a test. And these false prophet books have inverted things. So, in the wilderness, y'all are not going to be obeying YAHUAH's voice. And this whole time, y'all been speaking your own judgment upon yourselves. And y'all are exalting yourselves above YAHUAH. See, that's what I'm getting to, y'all. I didn't know, because what I've been gathering here the last couple days is this test of inversion that's being done is where YAHUAH is being esteemed as the clay, and the clay is exalting herself above YAHUAH. Yep, I know, y'all. It's crazy. I know. I know. These people out here that are in these Dead Sea Scrolls, Apocryphas, Second Temple books, all this, they're turning his word completely upside down. I was just fixing to say something, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah. Oh yeah, they're this whole Essenes, the Moses book. They're saying these Essenes, which are the Greeks. They're saying that they're Zadok. Yeah, Zadok is legit off in Ezekiel, but the Essenes, that's a lie, and the whole rewriting of the Ten Commandments is horrible. I cannot believe Tessa Yah is falling for this and teaching this stuff. But she's running with it wide open. Wide open. I can't believe it. YAHUAH is about to stop that. He's about to stop it. And what she's doing, she's causing herself to deserve it. She's very prideful and arrogant because of these false prophet books that YAHUAH is testing Yasharel through. Since they don't want to listen to his prophets, just as their ancestors did. He's doing an amazing work and wonder on the wise, just like he says in Isaiah 29. There's some hypocrites in Yasharel, and that's why there's a lot of them. Believe it or not, it's way more than what you would think. It's just, maybe they'll get it in the wilderness, because YAHUAH's still going to give them this test in the wilderness. And just like the idolatrous book of JC, Matthew 24, or wherever it is, it might not be exactly in 24, it belong there somewhere, where it says that, or even Revelations, that even some of the elect will fall for this stuff going on in the wilderness, because JC saying, when you see this Messiah, which actually is going to be King David, when you see him, the true king, see, JC is a false king that wasn't invited on unfamiliar ground. So David is that cornerstone in Isaiah 28. And so Matthew 24 is telling you to not go in the desert. When you see him in the secret chambers, Zion, how beautiful on the mountain are the feet of who brings good news. That's Isaiah 52, y'all, and Isaiah 40. Yes. All of it was falsely fulfilled. And we're about to, and instead of getting to her lies first, unraveling them, we're going to get to the truth first and see what thus says YAHUAH says. Because before I can even figure out how Yasharel is trying to exalt theirself above Yahuwah. I woke up this morning and he showed me right off the bat. I didn't have to keep on digging through all her lies to see exactly what's going on. He showed me that quick, y'all. He showed me that quick. Hold on. Chloe. Time is short. Time is so short, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm seeing all kind of, I am a watchman that's watching and trying to help turn his people back to him alone. Not no. See, they're doing. Y'all wouldn't believe all these changing of the commandments they're doing. There's no sacrifice. There's no land. They have the authority of judgment of this elect one in Isaiah 42. And yeah, they're just really. I'm gonna just get to it and just show you because I don't want to make this too long. Okay, so this is what was falsely fulfilled by John the Baptist and JC. Okay, and the Gospels. They're saying the good news was the Gospels, and that the good news of peace. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah 52 is JC. And John the Baptist is the one crying in the wilderness, which we won't see any of them mentioned. Or the Gospels. Yahweh says that the Torah is coming from Zion. What is that? Isaiah 2 and Micah 4. In the last days. His Torah is coming from Zion, y'all. His Torah. That's what's going to bring peace. The Gospels did not bring peace. And those of Yasharel that have left the New Testament, they say they dropped JC. But they're around here in this OT and Tanakh. And Zechariah, Daniel, all the Apocryphas, the Dead Sea Scrolls, where JC is found all over. Psalms. He's all in it. So they're lying. Yahweh taught me this already. This year, toward the beginning. Somewhere toward the beginning. He showed me, because for 4 years I was blinded, thinking, dang, this is Yasharel, the remnant. Yay, this is great. This is great. I felt good about it. Again, I know I'm repeating myself. I felt good about this. But now, I'm sick. I am sick, y'all. I'm literally sick. I still got that pit in my stomach. I mean, it's just, I'm sick. I'm really sick. My nerves have become really bad here just within the last month. Like, sometimes I'm shaking just uncontrollable. And I think it's because Yahweh is coming. He's almost here. And my body knows it, whether I know for sure or not. I could be wrong. I'm not a prophet. There are no prophets, Isaiah 3. But everything is lining up. Everything, a lot, is lining up. Too much. And it's crazy that Trump's they're talking about this thing. It's going to be something like a Hunger Game thing in about 7 months, right? So everybody's freaking out like, oh, the Hunger Games, they're going to do this to us, right? No. Yahweh tells us not to fear these oppressors. They're not going to do what they want to do. They're not going to set these cities up how they want to. They're not going to do it. Their towers are going to fall. All this stuff is Yahweh's going to step in at just the right time. But anyways, so, okay, concerning the return to Jerusalem, this was falsely fulfilled. And I'm going to tell you, they ripped off Isaiah 39. This is what they did. They ran to this, right? And where it says how there would be eunuchs in Babylon, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, that's Daniel. No, it's not. I think there is an original Daniel, but they don't give us the real Daniel, because this Daniel we got is totally contradictive of Isaiah 8:20. He lied when he said the desolation of Jerusalem was complete after 70 years. That's a bold-faced lie. That's a lie. But anyway, so yeah. So they took that and ran with it, and here we go. John the Baptist and damn JC and the Gospels is all being falsely fulfilled. That's why there is this second temple. Y'all gonna have to get this. You're going to have to get this. If you want to live, if you want to die, don't get it. Don't let YAHUAH show you the truth. Okay, comfort ye, my people, saith your Elohim. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her, that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned, for she had received YAHUAH's hand double for all her sins. The voice of him that crieth in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of YAHUAH. It don't say nothing about no John the Baptist. I'm sorry, it's not there. Make straight in the desert, the wilderness, a highway for our Elohim. Every valley shall be exalted, every mountain and hill shall be made low. The crooked shall be made straight, the rough places plain. And the glory of YAHUAH shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together, for the mouth of YAHUAH hath spoken it. The voice said, cry, and he said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all the goodliness thereof is as the flower of the field. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, because the spirit of YAHUAH bloweth upon it. Surely the people is grass, the grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our Elohim shall stand forever. Behold your Elohim, O Zion. This is JC falsely fulfilling this in the Gospels, okay? Y'all need to check out Isaiah 2 and Micah 2. The Torah is coming from Zion, and his word from Jerusalem. Not the Gospels. It never was the Gospels. It's not going to be the Gospels. It's not going to be these Masoretic Jews or or anything like that. I can't believe Yasharel is standing against their own self. Now that's bad. You're standing against your own nation. You're standing with Israel in the second temple. These imposter Jews that have... Yeah, okay. Gosh, y'all. Come on now. This is... I don't see how many can't see this. Maybe after this, it may help some people. I don't know. I don't know. I think we're to the point where everybody's made their choice. And, I'm just about done with what I'm doing. I mean, I think I am. That's whether YAHUAH, whatever he has me do, that's what I'm going to do. Just when I think I'm going to do something, I don't do what I think I'm going to do. I'm doing what he wants me to do. So I don't know what is going to happen in these next couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very focused. I'm still trying to reach out and help his people to return. Okay, so, O Zion, that bringeth good tidings, get thee up into the high mountain, O Jerusalem, that bringeth good tidings. Lift up thy voice with strength. Lift it up. Be not afraid. This is going to be David. Say unto the cities of YAHUAH, behold your Elohim. Behold, YAHUAH will come with strong hand, and his arm shall rule for him. David. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. Micah 5. He shall gather the lambs with his arm, at the end of Micah 2, and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. JC says, woe unto those having children in the last days. But what does YAHUAH say? He's going to gently lead them. Who hath measured the water in the hollow of his hand, and meted out the heaven with a span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in the scales, and the hills in a balance? Okay, so we just seen the diversion. I told y'all the lies that were inserted, right? So this is what he's going into now. Because they are claiming, these false gods are claiming that they've done all this. who hath directed the spirit of YAHUAH, or being his counselor, has taught him. That wisdom chick and JC, the sun and moon, who were fixed to fall from heaven. And I can't wait. He's already heating up. He's burning on my back here, on my back right here. I got my back against him. I mean, I love, I don't love, no, I ain't gonna say that, I like to, a tan. I like my tan. I like the tan that I can acquire. Let's say that. Because he ain't my healer or nothing. He ain't my savior. He ain't my nothing. I don't pray to him. I don't pray to the east, period. But y'all do. Y'all do in the book of Daniel. The book of Daniel that y'all love so much, that y'all are praying toward the east 3 times a day as your sun God rises. That's, Hallelujah. That's y'all's sun god right there. Y'all claim you see, y'all got smoother. Y'all say, oh, I ain't worshiping JC. But I'm going to call on Hallel, Allel, which means to praise or shine the shining one, which is the sun. Yeah, who hadn't fell from heaven yet. Isaiah 14. So, who has directed the spirit of YAHUAH, or being his counselor, hath taught him? Bo. With whom took he counsel, and who instructed him, and taught him in the path of judgment, and taught him taught him knowledge, and showed to him the way of understanding. Behold, the nations are a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Because this is what the nations are teaching his people this. Because that's why he says in Jeremiah 12:14-17, if y'all truly learn the ways of my people, and take an oath saying, as surely as YAHUAH lives, because he don't die, he never died in Isaiah 53, that's a lie. Just as your ancestors taught y'all how to swear by the name of Baal, which is the sun. Then, if you decide to, yes, I will serve him, I will drop JC and the Gospels. I'm not going to think you're a devil, Satan character and this Antichrist and all this and all this. I'm going to know that YAHUAH is Elohim and King, and David is their prince. And Yasharel is his chosen. Yasharel is going to be up there with the greatest, because YAHUAH did personally make a covenant with them, but also with the strangers that sojourn with them. So it's through through Shem that all nations of the world will be Barak. So he's gathering strangers out with him during the second Exodus, and he's going to give the nations a chance to serve him. But he clearly says those who refuse to serve him, they will be destroyed. And believe it or not, most people will reject him at that time due to these books, these false prophet books. Because they're so brainwashed. And plus, they don't like Yasharel. They're racist. There ain't going to be no racist people that make it. And that Melanin Wisdom girl, she's on a whole nother level, bro. She don't even see. Bro, she's a racist. She's the biggest racist I've probably ever met in my life. And she's twisting YAHUAH's word. And can't shut up about saying people need to divorce their wives. That YAHUAH was saying that they need to divorce their wives that they've had children with, that they had no clue. You know what I'm saying? YAHUAH doesn't want that. That's Ezra and all that's trash. YAHUAH doesn't want that. Now, if they won't keep the commandments and worship YAHUAH alone, I mean, I know what I would do. That's what I did do. And I made the right choice. Behold, the nations are a drop of a bucket. Okay. Counting as small dust at the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles. Is a very little thing. And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn. See, he's trying to show y'all here. The Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beasts thereof sufficient for the burnt offering. And all nations before him are nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing in vanity. Because y'all think that there was this abominable human sacrifice. Y'all think Isaiah 53 and Micah 5 came to pass. Or y'all think there's a lot of Israelites, Yasharel, that think that Isaiah 53 is talking about the nation of Yasharel. The nation of Yasharel can't, it's not going to be, killed by the enemy, their oppressor. It's not going to be an abominable sacrifice. He's going to be led out of the land, and they're going to strike him in the face with a rod. They're going to kill him. Micah 5. It's not nothing human sacrifice. I would say, to whom then will you liken Elohim, or what likeness you compare unto him? The worketh melteth the graven image, and the goldsmith spreadeth it over with gold, and casteth silver chains. He that is so impoverished that he has no oblation chooseth a tree, will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning work to prepare a graven image that shall not be moved. Okay, so these are the crosses and stuff that everybody wears. The JC and his naked body that they love to stare at, and they've got crosses up in their house and his naked body. Or they got this stone chick. They're wearing this stone chick. Any kind of silver or gold chick is it's to the moon. The sun and moon. Have you not known? Have you not heard? Hath it not been told to you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth that it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are grasshoppers? That stretches out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a twin to dwell in. That bringeth the princes to nothing, he makes the judges of the earth as vanity. Micah 7. Yeah, they should not be planted. Yeah, they should not be sown. Yeah, their stock shall not take root in the earth. Exactly what I was just saying just a second ago. And he shall also blow upon them, and they shall wither, and the whirlwind shall take them away as stubble. To whom then will you liken me? Or shall I be equal, saith the Kodesh one? See, we're fixing to go into Isaiah 41. And this is where YAHUAH says, behold, nations, let my people renew their strength. And let's come to judgment. Judgment time. Judgment time. So if he's renewing his people's strength, the idolaters of Yasharel is already gone. He's not renewing their strength. Those that wait upon YAHUAH alone is the one he's going to renew their strength. And see, if you think that prophecy, if you think Isaiah 41 has already came to pass, if you think Isaiah 2 has already came to pass, if you think Isaiah 43 all the way up to 54 has come to pass, you're in idolatry. There's no way around it. It's the truth. Okay, so here he's trying to show us again. To whom then will you liken to me? Or shall I be equal, saith Kodesh one? Lift up your eyes on high to the sun, moon, and stars. And behold, who hath created these things? YAHUAH has, that bringeth out their host by number. So why are y'all worshiping these cherubim, the host of heaven, these angels in these books, listening to them, having another mighty one before YAHUAH? Breaking Exodus 20. That's what you're doing. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to admit it, he's going to make you know it. Y'all are going to be in fear in that wilderness, bro. He ain't playing. He's going to get all the ones that are into idols, but Yasharel, whoo-wee, he is very upset with y'all. And y'all think that he's real upset at the nations. Like worse than y'all are. Y'all have exalted yourself above him. Yep, that's what's going on. I'm going to tell the truth. Hey, I'm going to tell the truth either way it goes, whether it hurts or not or don't. Lift up your eyes on high, and behold, who hath created these things, that bringeth out their host by number. He calleth them all by names by the greatness of his might. For that he is strong in power, not one faileth under his command. Why sayest thou, Jacob, and speaketh of Yasharel, my way is hid from YAHUAH, and my judgment is passed over from my Elohim? Y'all are thinking this, man. Y'all think y'all's judgment has already came with this second temple, man. Y'all saying you don't worship JC. but you're in all these false prophet books. You're lying. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard that the everlasting Elohim, YAHUAH, the everlasting Elohim, yeah, he didn't change in the second temple. And Malachi with these defiled priests. Malachi is a false prophet through and through. And we're about to get to that. Isaiah 43. So, let's see. Okay. Okay, so, hast thou not known, hast thou not heard that the everlasting Elohim, YAHUAH, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is he weary. Oh, but JC and all that stuff is talking about it, ain't it? There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint. This is future prophecy, y'all. It hasn't hit yet. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon YAHUAH shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not be faint. Keep silence. This is future prophecy. It hadn't happened yet. Keep silence before me, O islands, and let the people renew their strength. Let them come near and let them speak. Let us come near together to judgment. Let the people renew their strength. His people. After, you know what I'm saying? He's going to renew those that wait on YAHUAH. Those who wait upon YAHUAH, their strength is going to be renewed. But if you're in idolatry, So he's saying, let them renew their strength. Keep before me, O islands, and let the people renew their strength. Let them come near. Then let them, Gog and Magog, then let them speak, and let us come near together to judgment. Who raised up this righteous man from the east, caught him to his foot, gave the nations before him, and made him rule over kings? He gave them as dust to his sword. This is JC, and as driven stubble to his bow. He pursued them and passed safely, even by the way he had not gone with his feet. Unfamiliar ground over there in the Middle East. This false second temple. Who hath wrought and done it, calling generations from the beginning. I, YAHUAH, is the first and with the last. Let me stop there because I think they cross-reference. They do it. See, this lion pit of the scribes is who does the cross-referencing. Okay? When you read YAHUAH's word, and you know, we all know Isaiah is a true prophet. So when you're reading Isaiah and you look down and you're like, oh, that's cross-referencing to Enoch, or that's cross-referencing to Acts, or, you know what I'm saying? Know that that is the lion pen of the scribes. Jeremiah 8, the wise do not know his Torah. The wise are the ones in the second temple books, eating from the forbidden tree of life. Book and Proverbs. Psalms. Them books are idolatrous, y'all. They're dark. That's why many people can't see through them, because they're dark sayings. Unless you always got your eyes open, it's hard to see. When I first started holding up Psalms, I already knew right off the rip it wasn't sitting well. And this is before I even was far in his truth. Sometimes I have a gut instinct about things, and it turns out being right. I know where my source. I learned how YAHUAH speaks. You know what I'm saying? In His Word. I know how He does. I don't know everything about Him. I know there's a lot of Yasharel, even idolaters. They know a lot of things more than I do. Because this is y'all's, you know what I'm saying, culture. Like, but with the prophets, no, ain't nobody worked as hard as I have on these prophets. I don't think. I've never seen it. Maybe there is. I really pray there is. I hate both of them words. But it's just, I hate this language. Everything is just, it's awful. Okay, so the isles saw it and feared. The ends of the earth were afraid, drew near, and came. They helped everyone his neighbor, and everyone said to his brother, Be of good courage. So the carpenter encouraged the goldsmith, and he that smootheth with the hammer, him that smote the anvil, saying, It is ready for soldering, and he fastened it with nails, and it should not be moved. Appeal to the exiles. But thou, Yasharel, are my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, Thou art my servant. I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy Elohim. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my zadikness. I don't like that word. Behold, all they that are incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them and shalt not find them, even them that contended with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught. For I, YAHUAH the Elohim, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm, Jacob, and ye men of Yasharel, I will help thee, saith YAHUAH. And thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Yasharel, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument. Having teeth, thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small. Gog and Magog. I mean, and the idolatrist is going off, joining Gog and Magog. That's wild, of Yasharel. And shall make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. These cherubim. See, it says in Enoch that these dang hidden one, hold on, these dang angels, bro, they coming down for their I don't forgot how it says it, but they're coming down, and they're going to take care of the idolatrous Yasharel. I'm telling you, they're going to be surrounded by these freaking beasts, bro. And the Enoch saying some real out crazy landish shit. And but YAHUAH don't go that deep into it. YAHUAH tells us about the beast. You know, for these watching these dumb dogs that don't know how to bark in Isaiah 56, where it speaks about the Baraka for all nations. They're trying to say that the nations don't have salvation, the strangers don't have salvation. Yeah, they're just doing all kind of stuff, turning his word upside down. Thou shalt fan them and win. Okay, and thou shalt glory in the Kodesh one of Yasharel. And now it goes right back to what's going to come. So he tells us that. He tells us all that. He's telling us don't fear. You know what I'm saying? Keep silence. Who's this righteous king that's being raised up from the east, right? That's showing that's not y'all's land over there in the Middle East. Okay? He's going to make y'all through. He's telling you don't fear. You know, these the ones that are trying to come after y'all, that's warring against you. Okay, when the poor and needy seek water, and there is none, because bread of adversity and water of affliction is prophesied from YAHUAH, because of all the blaspheme. You know what I'm saying? That's been going on in his people's captivity. They turned his word completely upside down. And they have exalted themselves. They have placed their own king above him. And they've done all kinds of terrible things, y'all. Ooh. They've placed another king above David and YAHUAH. This is Hillel. This is what Hillel actually done. I mean, he was corrupted by his wisdom. Okay? He was left guarding the way to the tree of life. And so is this moon chick. They have rule over the day and night of the nations. And these are the ones that your ancestors were worshiping specifically. And the ones that he put his people into the hands of. That y'all refuse to drop. But look, okay, so a lot of his people ain't getting it right now. But, so, see how if you see the first timeline of how it went, And then you read to this timeline. So when the poor and needy seek water, and there's none, the tongue felleth for thirst. I will hear them. The Elohim of Yahshua, will not forsake them. I will open rivers in high places. See, this is the test that he's going to show. So Yahshua will be like, oh, okay, this is Yahuwah. Forget what JC said in these idolatrous book. I know this is Yahuwah. The elect of JC is going to realize this in the wilderness. You know, Yahshua, I just guess don't like to read. I don't know. Maybe it's not meant for them to. I don't know. But I think a lot of them are not going to get it until in the wilderness. And there's going to be a lot of them that I ain't going to get. Because they love their idols just that much. That they really hate Yahweh. I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys. And I will make the wilderness a pool of water, and the dry land springs of water. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, the shittim tree, the myrtle, the old tree. I will set in the desert the fir tree and the pine and the box tree together, that they may see and know and consider and understand together that the hand of Yahweh hath done this. The Kodesh one of Yasharel hath created it. Challenge to the nations. Produce your cause, saith Yahweh. Bring forth your strong reason, saith the King of Yaakov. Let them bring them forth and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things what they be, that we may consider them, and know the latter end of them, or declare us things for to come. Show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods. You do good, you do evil, that ye may be dismayed, and behold it together. Behold, ye are nothing, and your work of naught. An abomination is he that chooseth you. All the books that I constantly keep saying are false prophet books make you think that you're a god. You think you're going to die, and you're going to ascend into heaven. There's different theories of how it's taught. You got the Christian doctrine, then you got the used doctrine, and then you got these dang Essenes, the dang Dead Sea Scrolls, the Apocryphas, the Zechariah, Daniel. Like, bro, this stuff is crazy. I praise Yahuwah. Thank you. Thank you, Abba, for your truth. I really do. This is, I love it. I hate lies. I hate lies against him. I hate it. I have raised up one from the north. Right here. This is where they rip off Koresh. This is Koresh being mentioned indirectly. And he's directly mentioned. You got to check all translations to find his name mentioned. That's where Tessayah is stumbling. She's trying to use Isaiah 45 again. After her books, allegedly, Cyrus, king of Persia, done fulfilled these. So why are you trying to do that twice? You can't do that. Which lie are you going to choose? Yahweh's truth? Or, what are you going to choose? His truth or the lies? You can't do both. If you says all this, if you think Isaiah 40 through 54 is came to pass, leave his, all the way up to 66, leave his word alone. Stay in your idols books. Because it really irks me when y'all try to twist. But these blind pen and the scribes has done it. And I'm fixing to prove that. Because we're coming upon them in these next couple of chapters. Okay, so I've raised up one from the north, and he shall come. Cyrus, king of Persia, falsely fulfilled. He fulfilled all this in Isaiah 44, 45, 46, and 48. Where Koresh is mentioned. Okay, I have raised up one from the north. He shall come, rising of the sun. Shall he call upon my name? He shall come upon princes, upon mortar, as the potter treadeth clay. See, Tessayah thinks Isaiah 45 is talking about Yasharel. She thinks Isaiah 42 is talking about Yasharel, and it's not. The elect of Isaiah 42 is David, and the servant of Isaiah 45 that hasn't came to pass yet is Koresh, not Cyrus, king of Persia. Okay, so who had declared from the beginning that we may know, and before Yahweh did, before time, that we may say he is righteous? Who's righteous? Who's righteous? Who's he talking about? This one. This is who he's talking about. That's who he's talking about. That's who he's talking about. That's who he's talking about. We're going to undo these lies. Okay, so okay. So Yahweh is saying that JC over there on unfamiliar ground, yeah, there is none that showeth. Yeah, there is none that declareth. Yeah, there is none that shall heareth your words. I was the first. Yahuwah is the first that shall say to Zion, behold, behold them. See this, and I will give them Jerusalem, one that bringeth good tidings. Remember what we read in Isaiah 40? Just remember, messenger in Zion, messenger of good news, get thee up into the high mountain. David, Isaiah 40, Isaiah 42, Isaiah 50, Isaiah 52. Isaiah, at the end of Isaiah 50 says, I don't want to misquote it, but it's talking about Yahweh and David. Who is among you that feareth the Yahweh, that obeyeth the voice of his servant, that walketh in darkness? Oh yeah, I'm definitely walking in darkness, and I have no light. Let him trust in the name of Yahweh, and stay upon his Elohim. We know David is the prince. When Jerusalem gets restored, David is that one shepherd over Yasharel that will feed Yahweh's flock in the majesty of him. Yep. There's no other elect one. There's not this anti-Messiah, anything, antichrist. Y'all got so many names for this. David. Beast. He's the beast. He's this. He's that. Yahweh's the dragon. He's this and that. Y'all got mythological characters that y'all use. Devil, Satan character. Bro, it's the son that ain't fell from heaven yet. It's time to, to start paying attention. That's if you want to live. I mean, I guess y'all don't want to, I guess. I don't know. Don't seem like nobody. I mean, I guess there's a few. I think there's a few that might be actually getting scared enough to realize what time we're in. And they're like, oh, yeah. Yep. This is truth. This is truth right here. She has proven herself that she is for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm for Yasharel. I don't hate his people. And I can't stand when his people get on here, Yasharel, and try to turn the ones that, you know what I'm saying, the remnant, and say, oh, they hate us. They ain't never done nothing for us. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. See, what they're doing is they're reversing the curses that's been put on them over to the ones that are white, that they've been programmed to hate. They don't even want their own people to like us. But see, what they don't realize is I've noticed and I've seen there are actually so-called blacks that are not racist. I thank Yahweh for that. Shouldn't none of us be racist, whatever you want to call it, racist. I don't even like that word. It's ridiculous. We're not white or black. Okay, so Yahweh is the first that says that Zion, a messenger with good news is coming. For I beheld, and there was no man, no JC, even among them. And there was no counselor. This chick wisdom, the sun and the moon. I'm sorry, y'all. This is easy. This is easy. We got to put the false books down. Because when you try to mix them, too, they don't go together. The OT and the Tanakh, the Ketuvim, the Apocryphas, the Dead Sea Scrolls do not go with Isaiah 8:20 at all. It's like oil and water. It don't mix. It does not mix. This right here is where Yahweh showed me. What I was saying at the beginning of the video, where he showed me without me having to dig for it. He just automatically showed me. He showed me. And I've known these chapters, man. I'm telling you, I've already reread Isaiah 40 up to, I know, 48 this morning. And everything's reading different. It's like everything is clear as it's clear. He's laying it all out there for us to soak it up. I'm soaking it and loving it. I'm soaking it up. And it really got me excited to where I just want to read everything in Isaiah 8:20 again real fast. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't like being stagnant. I like keep going, deeper and deeper and deeper. And just when I think I can't go deeper, he shows. He always shows that we can go deeper. But not deep darkness where we're hiding counsel from him through somebody else, like the book of Proverbs and Psalms and all these false prophet books. Okay, so right here is what I wanted to get to. So they're cross-referencing the lion pen of the scribes. And it's funny how they're cross-referencing Isaiah 49:6 to it too. It really is. Okay, so behold my servant whom I uphold. This is David, my elect one, in whom my soul delights. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the other nations. This is YAHUAH's arm. This is the cornerstone in Isaiah 28. Okay? That JC acted like he was. Well, he's not. He's not the cornerstone. See, the sun god was Yasharel's ancestors. They was doing the same thing with this god Tammuz and this queen of heaven chick, the moon, the sun and moon. They struck a covenant with death, and they thought they were going to fly. Go read Ezekiel 13 about the false prophet men and the false prophet the women. They were trying to make them fly. They made them thought that they could fly. Yeah, I know it sounds familiar. And y'all still think you're going to fly. You dropped the New Testament, but you still think you're going to fly. You think you're going to exalt yourself above YAHUAH and be God. And have this authority over his Torah. I don't know, you're doing a lot of turning upside down. Isaiah 29 has never made more sense to me than it has ever in Isaiah 34. I'm thankful YAHUAH showed me through Tessie Yah's channel about all the stuff she's gathering from Google. Because that kept me from having to, you know what I'm saying? It made my job easier because I don't have to read all those trash books. I could see what this test of inversion, YAHUAH wanted me to see this. And that's why I'm trying to bring it to y'all. Because it's still, y'all, I got about 3 pages of notes over it. I ain't even got to that. And I still got to go through the rest of the screenshots that I didn't get through. It's a lot. I pray YAHUAH can help me get that out tomorrow. But right now, this is right here is more important. His truth first comes before lies. I can sort out the lies later. I'm sorting them out right now anyway. Because right here, Isaiah 42, this elect one is being cross-referenced to Enoch 48:3. And this is why she is saying that the elect one is her. Watch her, y'all. She has spazzed completely out. She thinks that Yasharel is this one elect one. There's one shepherd that's going to be over Yasharel that will feed YAHUAH's flock in the majesty of his name. I mean, I don't see what y'all get. But anyways, so not only was Enoch 48:3 cross-referenced to Isaiah 42:1, but Acts 13:47 was. So that shows right there that those that drop the New Testament are really serving JC and Enoch. That's your proof right there. And so it cross-references to Isaiah 49:6. See, this is where the twisting goes. Because Isaiah 49 is for Yasharel, Yahweh's servant. See, Yahweh's got some servants going out. He didn't name the one crying in the wilderness, okay? He named Koresh as his servant. He named David as his servant. He named Yasharel as his servant, right? The strangers as his servant. And the nations that choose to serve him will become a part of his people. There's going to be a least to a greatest. There is going to be a least to the greatest. But Yasharel is not above David and Yahweh. I'm sorry. You're not that. You're not that. Because after Micah 5 comes to pass, Isaiah 53, once he makes his life an offering for transgression, he's not going to make his life an offering. They're going to kill him. They're going to try to come take Zion. Yahweh's going to lead them out of the land to bear the iniquities for Yasharel, and they are going to kill him. And then after he dies, then what does it say? That they're going to raise up 7 shepherds and 8 principal men or whatever, or 8 shepherds and 7 principal men to go into the land of Nimrod and all this stuff. And the Syria is going to be trodden down because they're going to try to invade. Isaiah 33. There's so many. I mean, even where it talks about Assyria falling in Isaiah 14, you know, when Babylon's children are finally slaughtered to death, Isaiah 47 too. Y'all, come on, man. Please, get this. Please, 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 please. I want Yasharel to make it. I want his people to make it. I don't hate Yasharel. I don't. I do not hate so-called black people. I don't hate Asians. I don't hate so-called this and so-called that. I don't do that. I don't do that stuff. I don't like that stuff. And I don't even like somebody else to do it around me. I take very big time offense. I've taken offense to it since I was little. I don't like that. As I was starting to grow up, my grandparents used the N-word, and my mama did too, even though my mom dated a so-called black guy. I mean, it's just what they were brainwashed into, it's due to the curses. Y'all are blaming man, but Yahweh did this. Y'all's iniquities and ancestors and yours have done this. It's not nobody's fault. There's some that it's overdone it. Yahweh's got vengeance. It's his. But the curses were not without cause. Y'all have never left captivity. Ever to return back to Jerusalem. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if I'm going to really get into all that. I'm going to just wrap this video up. Try to, but I'm going to just go through this because I mainly wanted to get, no. Because I really wanted to get to Isaiah 43. This is important. I'll just tell you. Y'all need to go read it. But, okay, so y'all was saying in Isaiah 42:14, I have long time held my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. He is an Elohim of war, not a man. He's not a man of war. He's an Elohim of war. I hate when people say he's a man of war, bro. I will bring the blind, 16, verse 16, blind by the way that they knew not. Because y'all think the promised land's over in the Middle East. It's not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them. When this all goes down and the Exodus out, it's going to be, the whole world is going to be in darkness, black. Isaiah 60. See, Yashar, a lot of people think that's talking about Yasharel. That's talking about Jerusalem. It's talking about Jerusalem shining and all her children coming to her. So, Isaiah 43. So, this is where It really needs to be read. But anyways, I'm going to just get to... I might do another video and picking up where I'm breaking it down more. I just need a little break. But I am going to say this. They cross-referenced the lion pen of the scribes. Where's it at? Right here. Isaiah 44:6, where it says, "Thus says YAHUAH, the king of Yasharel," that he's the first and last. Yeah, they ripped that off, and the lion pen scribes took you to John 1:49. And then I am the first and the last. They also ripped that off before it says, "And besides me there is no other Elohim." They sent you to, that's funny that they sent you to Isaiah 48. There's a reason for that. Because it's also cross-referenced to Revelations 1:11. Tessiah says Isaiah 45 is about Yasharel, but it clearly says Isaiah 45 that says YAHUAH to his anointed, to Koresh, whose right hand I have held to subdue the nations. She totally misses this part. Truly you are an El that hides yourself, O Elohim of Yasharel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed and also confounded. All of them, they should go to confusion together. They are makers of idols. But Yasharel shall be saved in YAHUAH with the everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Okay, so he's saying, I created everything. I didn't tell you to seek me in vain in a secret place in these false prophet books. You know what I'm saying? So he hid himself. But since y'all still want to believe in the second temple, and about this dang abominable pig that was burned on this pagan temple altar, y'all are going to go into confusion. Y'all are makers of idols. They cross-reference right here, where YAHUAH says, "The word has gone out of my mouth in Zedek and shall not return. That to me every knee shall bow, every tongue shall swear." They're cross-referencing you to Romans 14:11. You're right. And Philippians 2:10-11. That's the lion pen of the scribes, y'all. And also, in YAHUAH shall all the seed of Yasharel be justified and shall glory. They're cross-referencing you to Romans 5:1. That's a lie. And there's another big one, too. So, cross-referencing, where's that at? Right here. Hearken to me, Jacob and Yasharel, my called. I am he. I am the first. I am also the last. They cross-reference you to Isaiah. See that? Cross-reference you to Isaiah 44:6. And that's weird they do that. And I know why they're doing it. To make these false prophets book seem legit, bro. I'm not dumb. Okay, and it also cross-references you to Revelations 1:11. They also cross the line pen of the scribes, cross-references. Let me see. Where's it at? Right here. I will also give you a light, see, this chapter, Isaiah 49, is talking about Yasharel. Now, I will give you as a light to the other nations that you may, but not in Isaiah 42. That's not Yasharel. I will also give you a light to the other nations that you may be my salvation to the ends of the earth. Well, hell, according to Tessiah, all the nations who stole their land, it ain't even land anymore. Y'all don't even have any land. Y'all don't have animal sacrifices, no land. What else? Oh man, what else? I can't even keep up with all the lies. It's a lot. Let's just say that. It makes my head hurt when I gotta think about those damn books that I can't stand them. Yahweh's got to get me out of here because I can't stand these books. I can't stand the lies, man. They kill me. It's like I'm an investigator. Like, I got to get this figured out. Where's all the lies? Okay, this is what my Abba says. No, this ain't what he says. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no. Like, hold up. You ain't going to lie on my Abba. Like, no. Like, I don't like the lion pit of the scribes. I don't like these idolaters. They really irk me, man. They irk me. But Jeremiah 23, this is exactly what he tells us to do. His obedient servants are to expose these false prophets and proclaim his every word. And those that are wise in Jeremiah, that's been instructed by YAHUAH, can explain it to others. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be explaining how YAHUAH's word is twisted upside down. So they cross-reference 5:26. Where did I see that at? Okay, you're going to be a light to the nations. So they're saying JC. See, JC's trying to be everything. That's why you see Enoch. That's why you see Revelations. That's why you see Matthew. That's why you see Hebrews or Corinthians. JC is trying to be everybody. JC is trying to be YAHUAH. He's trying to be David. He's trying to be Yasharel. He's trying to say he broke the covenant. He's trying to break the covenant with the nations is what he's doing. And he can't do it. He's also trying to, it's all a test. he didn't do nothing because he's a myth. The Son, S-U-N, S-O-N, is the one that's trying to be like YAHUAH. And he ain't been destroyed yet. If he has been destroyed, Yasharel would not be in captivity still. Because they are the ones that YAHUAH put his people into the hands of. That's oppressing them still to this day. And I'm being oppressed too. I'm still under, YAHUAH's lifted the veil so I could see, because I've sought him with all my heart. And I've learned these scriptures the best that I can. And he has helped me put them together. And y'all to see how I was in the beginning. I was crying and wanted to give up and I was being made fun of because I didn't know anything. And I've been broken, and it's a wonder I made it to where I am right now. And only through YAHUAH is the only reason. He is my strength. His word is my life. Everything I thought was my life is not my life anymore. It's not. I got to return back to my source because it's killing me. That's why I've always felt different, like I didn't belong, and why I really ain't never been loved. I've been hurt constantly, and yeah. And I've always wondered, why do I really go through all this or really not as loved as I think I should be, because I know I'm a good person. It's just everybody else around me is the issue. I stand up to dumb people, bro. I can't keep my mouth shut. I swear, that's the worst thing. I've always thought it was a really bad thing. It is a bad thing to me. Because sometimes I can act out, and I don't like to get like that. I don't like to get like that at all. But let it involve you hurting somebody or an animal or something like that. Then yeah, I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't do that. I can't. There's a lot of Yasharel that are not Zadik, and they will watch strangers be oppressed, and they join in it. They don't say nothing. They don't do nothing. YAHUAH is watching all of y'all. So I guess that's all I'm going to get to. Did I say what was cross-reference is 5:26? Yeah, so, yeah, that's it. So, shalom, guys. I'll pick up another video, but I definitely want to get back to this test of inversion and show y'all just how deep and twisted it goes if YAHUAH wants me to. So, y'all get ready. Get your house in order. Serve YAHUAH only. Shalom.